Welcome in. It's Michael Murray with Benzinga. Bruce Bragagnolo from Regency Silver joins us here this morning. Bruce, pleasure to have you with us. How are you?
Great, Michael. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here, Bruce. Very excited to hear more from you and Regency Silver, so thank you for taking the time. What do you want investors to know about the Dios Padre Project? Can you give us some details here?
Well, there's a number of things. The first thing is it's one of the best projects I've ever seen in Mexico. I've had extensive experience working in mining in Mexico, like over the last 20 years, and I haven't seen a project that's as promising as this one. Our results to date are exceptional, and there's potential for a big mineralized system here. So we're very excited about it.
Terrific. Now, Bruce, what has your team learned about the Dios Padre drill site specifically?
Well, we had an old silver mine that was historically worked back as far as the 1600s. And it was very interesting in that the silver mine was somewhat above a large induced polarization anomaly. Now, for those of you that don't know what an induced polarization is, it's a method of looking into the ground to see what kind of electrical charge it has. So that indicated to us, since there was a high anomaly, that there was copper underneath the silver mine. So we drilled underneath, and not only did we hit copper, we hit very high grades of gold along with silver over big widths. So this, every indication is we're drilling into a big system, and we've hit really good gold grades so far, as much as an 18-story building of very good gold.
Excellent. Now, Bruce, longer term, is the company looking to expand beyond Mexico and Peru in the future here?
Not really. We're planning to focus on Mexico. I like Mexico a lot. I've been working down there for 20 years. I ran a big gold mine. I've done exploration throughout the country. I'm very familiar with the country. It's a great place to work. The infrastructure is excellent. They have a very good mining law in place and an experienced workforce. So I really like the country. Great place to work.
Absolutely. Bruce, can you talk to us a little bit about your management team? Who are the people making up these projects and bringing the progress you've seen to the team?
Well, there's myself, and I've been working down there with Silvermex Resources in the past. Timmins Gold was a company that I founded, and also Continuum Resources, which has a very long-lived silver mine in Oaxaca. So there's myself, there's Hesper Ronawagen, our CEO, who runs a silver fund in Miami. There's Mike Thompson, who has extensive experience running public companies, and Mike Tucker, our head geologist. Mike Tucker has a lot of experience drilling off big projects. He worked for Balmoral in the past, and Mike has done an excellent job with siting the drills and making sure that as much money as possible goes into the ground and into our drill programs.
Terrific. Bruce, what was a major takeaway from Kinvestor Day's virtual conference on Mining Day that really stood out to you?
Well, I really thought it was a well-run program. There was a lot of very good companies. It went very smoothly. You know, with somebody who is on Zoom all the time and familiar with technology, I thought it went very well, as well as the presentations. Very good audience, and it gave us a chance to showcase Regency Silver.
Without a doubt. Now, Bruce, another question we have here is Regency Silver evolving to meet stricter international and domestic mining regulations. Can you give us some context about how that's going to affect you and what the plan is there moving forward?
Well, it's not going to affect us all that much. We don't plan to be a production company. It's when you are trying to be a producer that the regulations really kick in. Our stated objective and the goal of the company is not to be a producer. Our goal is to drill off the Dios Padre project and sell it to fill the pipeline of one of the mid-tiers to majors that need to have their pipeline filled. Going back to your previous question about what have we learned? Well, we've learned the orientation of the mineralized zone. We've now extended it over 150 meters vertically up and down dip. And also along strike. So we know that it goes southeast, northwest, and we've extended the zone as well. Our last drill hole ended in significant mineralization. We hit 55 meters of 5.3 grams of gold. So we have a lot more work to do along strike and up dip and down dip. We're open in all directions.
Now, Bruce, can you share a little bit more with us about recent drill results and what exactly these mean to you at Regency Silver?
Well, they've been very exciting for us. We drilled underneath the historic silver mine last summer, and our very first hole hit 36 meters of 6.84 grams of gold and 0.88% copper with 21 grams of silver. And for those viewers out there that don't know what good grades are, anything over 3 grams is considered quite good. In Northern Ontario right now, which is the historic heart of gold mining, they're mining 3 grams. So to have double that in your very first drill hole is a good indication that you're onto something. And then to have the copper associated with it as well shows us that we're into a very big system as well. We're right in the heart of the copper porphyry belt that extends down all the way from Arizona deep into Mexico. We're also in the ending of the gold belt that comes in from the desert, and we're in the heart of the silver belt as well. So those 3 metals all seem to coincide at the Dios Padre Project, and we've hit all of them. So our last drill hole that we've just announced hit 55 meters of 5.3 grams of gold. So that is the farthest hole away from hole 2314. It's 75 meters away from hole 2314, which also had exceptional grades. And it's 65 meters away from our discovery hole. So our farthest hole away is our best hole to date. So we're quite confident that we can continue with follow-up drilling in that direction, and that the mineralization will continue to the southeast and also up and down dip and to the northwest. So we're right in the heart of a big gold zone here.
Understood. Now, Bruce, the final question as we close. Do you also plan to expand beyond gold, copper, and silver, or are you sticking to the certain segment that you've worked in already?
No, I love those particular metals. If we didn't have copper at Dios Padre, and we have a very, very good chance of hitting significant copper grades as we go deeper. We've already hit some very good grade over substantial width of copper. So the gold here has been a very pleasant surprise, I guess, because the anomaly that we mentioned earlier would indicate copper, but the gold has been outstanding here, both the grade and the width of it. And silver looks like it's going to be the dominant metal as we go up dip. So no, gold, silver, copper, those are the metals that I love.
Excellent. Bruce, we can't thank you enough for taking time out of your busy day, sharing more about Regency Silver, and more specifically from your position as the CEO, what the company is planning on doing into the future. Thank you very much again for being with us today.
Thank you.